Well, it's important to look your best on the road, and that's not lost on the Wizards. Here they are, coming into the arena earlier on.
Probably should have put young Bosh back on her. Probably gonna go
The skyline of downtown Toronto really looking wonderful tonight. It's a beautiful evening here on the shores of Lake Ontario. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Good evening to you, Kevin.
What a resume. A tremendous competitor, David. Thank you. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto.
Of course, I'm playing
on Friday.
Antoine
they'll tip off a road trip in Boston, where they'll take on the Celtics. Then
North
on
Carolina.
Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, more games to play.
Starting group. Caron Butler is out there with Antoine Jamison. Then there's Haywood. Then it's Gilbert Arenas. And it's Beal in at the 2. And for the Raptors, we've got Carter. Siakam is out there with Chris Bosh. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Lowry in at point guard. Early on here, Greg, we already see some second-year players looking much improved over their rookie season.
Yeah, and if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. You're comfortable now with the speed and physicality of the game. And I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year.
It'll be the Raptors off the tip. Carter on the wing.
Siakam can
back
shoot.
To Lowry.
Gotta watch Siakam.
That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Lowry's got the first points in the scoreboard for Toronto. Outside Butler. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically
Bill, don't back off of
it. The shot's good from Carter.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Agent Zero.
Here's Arenas. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Shooting 1.
Not sure why we're wearing white shoes.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Arenas against Lowry. Here's DeRozan. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
A determined scorer down low. We know this about DeMar DeRozan. He is always looking to put pressure on the defense.
And at times, it just feels like DeRozan is still underappreciated. Receives a lot of criticism for what he doesn't do and not enough credit for what he does.
6 on the shot clock. The feed now to Jamison. It's up and
Do
it's
it too
off the
damn
mark.
late.
He's 0 for 1. Raptors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. DeRozan, some solid defense from Butler. And DeRozan's talked about using negative press to his advantage.
You know, he said you have to be able to take criticism if you want to be great. Use the negative energy to become something more than you thought you could.
Nice shot by Jamison.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
You thought you were going to catch a lob.
Now, here's DeRozan. Beal with the steal. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Bradley Beal? He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 31 points a game last year, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Bosh.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Arenas passes to Beal. Now here's Butler. Back to Beal. Pass to Jamison. Inside, Hayward. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And taken away by Arenas. And here's the fast break. Arenas leading the way. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Lowry.
Really get boxed out. What y'all doing?
Outside DeRozan. Feeds it to Bosh. And the dunk by
What are y'all doing, bro?
And that's a case where DeMar DeRozan's teammates benefiting from him being a willing distributor. This is a very team-first guy.
Now here's Arenas. Over Bosh. And the basket by Arenas. Arenas has got 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here is Carter following the basket by Gilbert Arenas. A pass to Bosh, and then Bosh with the jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful dunk. Now here's Arenas. He has 5. Butler passes to Hayward. Wizards passing it around. Here's Jamison. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Lowry against Arenas. Lowry passes to Bosh. And then Bosh with the jam.
But Kyle Lowry has spent his entire career finding open teammates.
Outside Beal. And there's the pass to James. Over Lowry. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
That's 2 on him, man.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also. And a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Bosh. Norman Powell comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Fred VanVleet in for...
Bro, they didn't even let me do anything on that whole fucking
Pascal
stuff.
Siakam has a ton of that. He's overcome so much in his life.
Why did it didn't even let me move? What the fuck is the game doing, bro?
Butler passes it to James. Here is Bryant. In the corner, it's Arenas. And a slam dunk by Jamison.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. And so Powell will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Carter outside. Pass to Siakam.
Shooter.
And here's VanVleet from the arc. Raptors with a fresh shot clock. Valanciunas, good.
Someone told me to go for more for the rebound on that.
Getting the ball inside.
Outside Butler. Pass to Jamison. Shoots over VanVleet. Jamison with the basket on the assist by Butler. 9 points for Jamison.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Carter on the wing. Tipped away and stolen by Butler. And here we go. Washington fast break. There's Beal with the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Stolen by Jamison. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out. Sometimes it's a battle.
Avdia kicks to Jamison. And the pass to Kispert. Stolen by Bosh.
Oh, my God. Idiot.
The heart of this team, Lowry and DeRozan, the 1 and the 2. Chris Bosh is out there with Achua. And it's Boucher in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Oh, my God.
Achua.
Didn't even let me try again. Nothing defensively. I'm over here holding down fucking L2.
It's deflected.
He didn't even let me jump.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Doubled by Bosh. Outside, Wall. Good on the triple.
John Wall.
Wall's got 6 points.
Well, you like that he shakes off that.
It ain't doing nothing. I'm pressing on the controls.
Knocks down a shot. Nice.
I actually passed it to somebody else first. Then I pressed the pass to John Wall.
It's a 3-point game. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27th pick overall said, not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he bet on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. DA, thank you. Throws it up high.
That's the idea. You work the ball.
How, 2K?
It's a sweet spot.
Washington's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Jamison kicks to Wall.
And then when I call for the pass, because I got the damn advantage on him, then all of a sudden he just gets a burst and he's able to guard me.
Kispert's got it all tied up now for the Wizards. Lowry with the ball. Outside DeRozan. Passes it to Boucher. Outside
Hold him in here. Hold him in here. Damn, I'll try and get 3 seconds on him.
Lowry up top, 5 to shoot. Basket is good. The assist from Bosh. Lowry's got his second basket of the game.
Well, there is never hesitation with Kyle Lowry on the catch. This guy understands he's got the right instincts and the right mechanics.
It's good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Lowry for 3. Not going to go that time. And Washington the other way now. Out to the right wing. Here's Wall. And the shot dunk by Wall.
Let's remember, John Wall has long arms and he's a great athlete. Makes him a terrific finisher at the cup.
Toronto's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Right side, DeRozan. And that one, good. DeRozan's got 4 points now in the quarter. So timeout called here. The first for Washington. Greg, you played on one of college basketball's all-time super teams. Hard to imagine we'll see that kind of dominance over several seasons like you guys had at UNLV.
It's true, and we still see dominant teams, but you know, the difference is now the most talented teams tend to only play together for one season. And so that makes it really hard to run together stretches where you can call yourself a legitimate dynasty. But I still love where our game is and look forward to watching them come out and really chase their dream.
And the Raptors with some changes. Siakam is checked in for Precious Achua, and it's Carter in for Chris Boucher. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Ryan is checked in for Hayward. Butler comes in for Avdia. Bradley Beal's checked in for Kispert. And Bill Brown is subbed in for John Wall.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
DeRozan, too.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Toronto, trailing by 2. And he drives in and finished off by Carter.
And you know Carter is taking off on the drive. When he has a head of steam like that, he's looking to tear off the rim.
Siakam.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. From deep Arenas, they get it back. Fouled on the shot, picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Trail by 3. Outside DeRozan.
Shooter.
Pass to Lowry. Some of 3. Rebound Washington. Jameson's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the court.
I didn't lose Siakam.
Inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. 1:46 left to play here in the second quarter. The drive by Lowry over Arenas. Rebounded by Arenas.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
To the inside. Here's Jameson. That's in, coming off an assist from Arenas. Arenas has got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
1:12 left in the first half. To the paint. Here's Lowry. Lays it up and banks it in. 6 points for Kyle Lowry.
And this guy has spent a lot of his career in the painted area and knows how to finish. Kyle Lowry inside.
Here's Arenas. And the jam by Arenas.
Gives the team such a great element, having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
And it's Carter.
And that's what
animation
Carter does best. Knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy swing.
Outside Butler. Pass to Jameson. Over Lowry. Jameson with the basket on the assist by Butler.
Damn, I got 22.
Jameson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Wizards.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Here is Carter. 6 points for him. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Beal taking his time here. The pass to Arenas. To the middle. And he drops in the layup off the
It's your old team, baby.
Jameson's got 24.
I tell you, he's making everything he
Oh,
looks
hell,
at.
I didn't think they were going to do that.
Their number 1 option on every possession.
And being that Bosh is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's
I did not think they were going to do that.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Wizards lead by 5. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Bradley, a strong first half for you and the team. It looked like you guys really were ready to play. Was that something Coach emphasized?
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. And in that period, the most they trailed by was 3. They're playing for each other right now. Selfless basketball translating into a 5-point lead now after trailing initially. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oops, run the lane at every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
And their defense has been an absolute disaster, offering little to no resistance, allowing the other team to walk all over them. They need to show way more fight in the second half, or they're going to get trampled.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Antoine Jamison.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
His fingerprints were all over this, involving his guys with his passes, finding different ways to take advantage of the defense.
And we're halfway through this, and the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Beal against Van Vliet. Back to Flynn. This is it to Boucher. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Jamison. So the Wizards 5 right now. Gilbert Arenas is out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Antoine Jamison. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Kispert in at the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Kispert's got 5. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Wizards?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Pass to Boucher. Back to Flynn. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc. Rebound by Jamison. Jamison's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Beal the pass to Jamison. Count it, good. Now it's a 4-point Wizards lead.
You can see the level of attention Bradley Beal draws. This guy is so heavy finding the open teammate.
Toronto's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. When talking about Bradley Beal, Greg, we're not just talking about one of the league's elite shooters. We're talking about one of the league's elite scorers.
And if you don't hear Beal mentioned in the same breath as some other NBA superstars, you should. He's capable of putting up a 50-piece on any given night. This is no specialist. This is an absolute superstar. Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. It's a close game here in Toronto. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Washington's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And there's the basket. Whistle blows.
I ain't want to try to score anymore, but I had to advantage for one.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Should have passed me. I hit the pass like 4 times.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Powell, he's checked in for Flynn. Ryan, he's checked in for Washington. Butler comes in for Kispert.
You're going to be tired when the fourth quarter comes.
Raptors trail by 7. Van Vliet outside. He dishes it to Powell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you think about a guy like Norman Powell, who's really in the 2nd round drafted because of elite athleticism and his defensive ability. But boy, has he turned himself into a scorer.
And no question for Powell. It seems like better shot selection has led to better efficiency.
Yeah, I agree. That and the consistency from range. This guy can rise up under pressure and hit the jumper. And if you crowd him, he's going to put it on the deck and use that speed to go by you.
And so Powell nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Outside, Beal. Back to Arenas. Dishes to Jamison.
What the hell are you doing?
It's Beal on the wing. Bangs home the trifecta. Beal's got the lead up to 8 now for the Wizards.
You're talking about one of the sweetest shooting guards in the entire NBA. Bradley Beal from deep. Yes, sir.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Valanciunas.
Oh, there you go, baby. Agent Zero.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off.
Okay,
just didn't get there quick enough.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
See that crap?
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Arenas. The Raptors making a switch. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated at what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it, but at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
Barnes and Siakam are the forwards. Carter out there with Lowry, and it's Achua in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Outside, Porter. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Clock at 6. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Here's Jamison. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Jamison's got 31.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Now the basket. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. The dunk by Achua.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Wall. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Wall's got 12 points here in the second half.
What you supposed to do?
And here's Lowry. Pass to Barnes. Back to Lowry. That one doesn't go. Wall with some nice defense. Wizards leading by 9. Left side, Porter. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Well, obviously the organization wants Porter to get stronger, but showing some clout right there.
Raptors have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. Pass to Carter. Jacks up a 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Carter's got 5 points now this quarter.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Chris Bosh is checked in for Toronto. DeRozan comes in for Barnes. The Wizards also changing it up. Butler, he's checked in for Porter. And Gilbert Arenas subbed in for John Wall. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Washington's head coach said to the team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Thank you, David. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Inside. And there's Bradley Beal on the assist by Jamison. Jamison's got 6 assists now in the game. Raptors trail by 10. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Gilbert Arenas.
Maybe the most defining aspect of Kyle Lowry's career has been that competitive spirit. This guy has got vision, scoring ability, but he's always been team first.
Washington leading now by 8. Outside Butler.
Run.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Free throw good for Ron Butler.
Yeah, and Butler, just a natural leader. He's someone whose teammates look up to, a polished scorer who also plays tough defense.
And Vince Carter picks up the foul.
That's
his 3rd foul of the game.
That's why I put
really just a great
Vince.
play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Now Arenas. Outside Beal.
2 minutes remaining in regulation time.
Outside Butler. Shot clock at 5. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any
I can't be mad at you for
crazy,
using the clock.
especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Lowry finds DeRozan. Rebound by the Wizards.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Butler against DeRozan. Shots good by Butler.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Floats it up there for Siakam. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Now there's elite athleticism by Pascal Siakam. Makes that easy work.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Washington.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these 2 teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jamison.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Here's Butler. The shot missing. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Bosh. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
What you doing, Gilbert?
Just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Outside Beal. outside Arenas.
11. One by 11.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. John, this team goes as you and Bradley go. What is it like having them with you out there?
All right, David, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.
Damn, Vince only had 17, but he was 8 for 8. Damn, Bill. But you did have Vince on you, though. Damn, you were saying Karan, that's the only points he got was when I stopped scoring. Arenas wasn't getting any buckets. Alright. Yeah, that was like the second quarter where he got out 2 of them. Why his face look like that? It look like the damn Joker.